So aloha and welcome everyone to our complimentary Thursday evening introductory session to the Tao Calligraphy field. My name is Annette Omoro and I am one of the co-owners of the Satori Family Wellness Center with my two daughters, Laurie Omoro Yamamoto and Jamie Bond. And it's my pleasure really to introduce to you Dr. Gina Musetti, and I know many of you wait because she comes on once a month. Wait for her, and we wait for her too. So we're really grateful because they have events on Oahu this few days, this whole week, I guess, from the 15th, from yesterday. But she said she would do our session, so we're very grateful to you, Dr. Gina, who is the owner of the Life-Centered Acupuncture Clinic in Honolulu, and also she is nationally certified acupuncturist as well as a traditional Chinese medicine practitioner. And that's why, she knows a lot of things. So if any of you have any questions, she's really willing to answer your questions if you put it in the chat. I remember when Dr. Gina, Laurie, and I were authorized to become master teachers of the Tao Academy and of Master Sha 10 years ago. That was in May of 2015. And she is still serving and inspiring so many people. So we thank Dr. Gina for being here. So without further ado, I would like to welcome her, and I'm hoping that more people will join us this evening. I know our group is small, but I'm hoping the Maui people will come on because Oahu people might be at your event, right?
Yes.
But this is recorded, so they can always watch it, right? So I thank you. So Master Gina, I'm sorry, Dr. Gina, please join us.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Annette. I'm so honored and delighted to be here with you all today. Yes, so here on Oahu, we are having Tao Calligraphy events. And yesterday we had Tao Hands Gathering. So if you don't know what Tao Hands are or what Tao Calligraphy is, you can go to our teacher's website, drsha.com, and find out about all of the different Tao technologies that we have to offer you in different forms of rejuvenation and regeneration, for health, for happiness, for relationships, for longevity. And tonight I wanted to work on something in Chinese medicine we call the wood element. So today I have the book that is the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field book. So what is a Tao Calligraphy Healing Field? Tao Calligraphy Healing Field is a field that is created by the Tao Calligraphy. The field is a field of love, light, and positive virtues like love, forgiveness, compassion, light, we also consider light a virtue, harmony, humility, and so forth. So I have a Tao Calligraphy field, which is composed of 3 calligraphies, which are greatest love, greatest forgiveness, and greatest harmony. So I'd like everyone to just take a moment, have your eyes gently closed. I'm going to ask the Tao Calligraphy field to surround each of us who are present at the moment and those watching in the future. And you could just sit gently with your eyes closed for a moment and just visualize light shining all around you in every direction, 360 degrees, shining into your spiritually mindful body. And then just think about one area of your body or your life that you would like to transform, that you would like to change, that you would like to receive help with. And particularly if you have anything that involves what we call the wood element. Okay, so the Tao Calligraphy field is activated around all of us now. Thank you, our Tao Calligraphy energy. The reason that the Tao calligraphies, and I'll just show briefly here on the back of the book an example, because all of my calligraphies are downstairs in the meeting room right now because they're using them for the workshop. But this, for example, is Greatest Love. You can see how beautiful it is. And this calligraphy actually is radiating light. And the light frequency is of love, which I there are measurements. I believe love is above something like 520 hertz, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't know all the numbers and all the science behind it, but I do know that these things have been measured. And see, I have my little cat drinking a glass of wine earrings because it is October. I just noticed. So happy Halloween, everyone. Happy Halloween, happy October, happy fall. And we were talking about the wood element in Chinese medicine. We're focusing on the liver. That's we call the authority organ or the zhang organ. And then we also have the fu organ or the kind of supportive organ, which is the gallbladder. We're also looking at our tendons and our nails, our eyes, and the motion of anger. So if you have issues at all with your liver, with any tendons in your body, like if you have tendonitis or you sprained your Achilles tendon or the issues with your shoulders, for example, that could have to do with the tendons or elbows, even knees and feet too. A lot of people, you have like plantar fasciitis. That's also involves the tendons in the bottom of the foot, the plantar side of the foot. And so you can just visualize the golden light shining into that area of your body that you need assistance with. If it's not in the wood element, that's also okay because in Chinese medicine, we say that everyone and everything is composed of the five elements. So let's say you have a different aspect that you're working on. Maybe it's your blood sugar. There's also a wood element aspect to the blood sugar, which blood sugar we generally consider that has to do with the spleen in Chinese medicine, which is in the earth element, but everything contains all five elements. So you could just ask for healing, for rejuvenation, for regeneration, for whatever area of your body or your life you're working on, even if it's a relationship or your finances, everything, because wood is like in Chinese medicine, we say wood grows and expands. Like you can imagine a tree. As a tree grows, it expands. The trunk gets bigger, the branches get bigger, the leaves get bigger. And so growing and expanding into a new aspect of healing for yourself, whether it's, an emotion, like I said, anger, especially anger has to do with the liver and a lot of other conditions. Even if you have, for example, like I mentioned, high blood sugar can also come about if you have anger. It makes it harder for your spleen to function, and the balance between the liver and the spleen gets thrown off, and that can often result in having blood sugar balancing issues. So whatever it is, just smile and love the wood organ part of that area of your body or your life. So I'm going to just read briefly here what Master Sha has to say about the wood element. Master Sha writes, apply the 6 sacred Tao power techniques to heal the wood element. So the first power is body power. So we're going to go ahead and just follow along with this. So we'll focus on our liver. So place one hand over your liver and the other hand on your lower abdomen below your navel. And we're going to say hello to the inner souls. This is called soul power. So just have your eyes gently closed and you can just like speak to your liver. So just say, "Dear soul, heart, and mind and body of my liver, my gallbladder, my eyes, my tendons, my nails, and the emotional body of the wood element. I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. You have the power to rejuvenate my liver, gallbladder, eyes, tendons, and nails, to heal and prevent anger. Do a good job. Thank you." And then Master Sha says, you know, the greatest power in the universe is always love and forgiveness. So we're going to say hello also to the outer souls, which you can call in whatever you believe in. I'm just going to read here what Master Sha writes. You can call in, your personal saints, divine, God, the universe, Mother Nature, whatever speaks to you. Master Sha writes, "Dear the source and divine, dear the Tao, dear the Buddhas and the saints." And then he writes here, "Name your heavenly beings or spiritual fathers and mothers that you believe in. Dear heaven, dear Mother Earth, and countless planets, stars, galaxies, and universes, I love you, honor you, and appreciate you." So, and then we're going to include a little bit of forgiveness. And then later, we're going to also trace the calligraphy of greatest forgiveness towards healing our wood element. So you can say, "Dear my ancestors, please join me." So, "Dear all the beings that we have called, please forgive me. Please forgive my ancestors for all the mistakes that we have made in all of our lifetimes that could be related to the liver, the gallbladder, the tendons, the nails, the eyes, and the emotion of anger. I am sincerely sorry for all of these mistakes. I apologize from the bottom of my heart, and on behalf of my ancestors, we apologize for any hurt or harm that we have caused anyone in any of these areas in their life. In order to be forgiven, I will serve unconditionally. To chant and to meditate is to serve. I will chant and meditate as much as I can. I will offer unconditional service as much as I can. I unconditionally forgive anyone who has hurt or harmed me or my ancestors in all lifetimes. I am extremely grateful. Thank you." Okay, wonderful. And then we'll move on to the third power, which is mind power. Visualize golden light shining in and around the liver. So your liver is inside your right hand side rib cage. This is the basic visualization you can always use to heal and transform the liver and the entire wood element. When we move to sound power, we will add more components to increase the power of the visualization. And then we're going to include breath power, but I'm just going to wait for the calligraphy for that. So let's start with the calligraphy. So Annette, if you can bring up the greatest forgiveness calligraphy, Da Quan Shu. Okay, so this is Master Sha's beautiful calligraphy, which contains all of the love, forgiveness, compassion, and light that we're going to visualize this light shining from the calligraphy into our liver. We're going to start by tracing at the top of the circle, and we'll go around the circle 3 times. And then we'll go to the first character. You see it, Annette's, okay, we're going to go around the calligraphy once, and then we're going to go to Da, This means greatest, up and then down, a little loop, and then go over. And then we're going to connect to the next character. This is Quan. And just go down, around, and go up and down, across, over, down, and there's a little loop in here, and you go down and then up again, around, there's another little loop, down, a little loop, down, loop back, and shoe. And this is like a little Y, and then a little back and forth, and then a heart at the end. This is all heart, the radical for the heart. Okay, that's one round. So we're going to, as Master Sha said, add in the sound power. So let's start with the breathing power. So let's take in 5 breaths. Oh, it's nice, Annette, with it's written there in the Roman script, Da Quan Shu. Wonderful. So we have the Chinese writing and the Roman script so we can read it. Da Quan Shu. Beautiful. Thank you for making that slide. Okay, so let's visualize the golden light from every direction around us, shining into our liver. And then also from the calligraphy, all of the positive energy and virtue from all the heavens teams that have been assigned to or volunteered to serve with us when we do the work of tracing the positive phrase, greatest forgiveness, visualizing golden light shining from the calligraphy into your liver. And this light will radiate out to all the wood element within every cell of your body. So we're going to inhale and exhale, and just imagine your liver relaxing, all your tendons relaxing, your eyes relaxing, and inhale again. And relaxing, imagine your whole right side rib cage area relaxing, your abdomen relaxing, shoulders relaxing. Inhale one more time. Inhale. Smiling into your liver. Exhale. Exhale, 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 exhale. Relax for a second. We're going to do 2 more inhales. Okay, let's go. Inhale. Beautiful golden light. Feel a sense of love for your liver, and exhale, 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 relax. And one more big inhale. Exhale and say, I love my liver. Okay, wonderful. And so then our 6th power is the tracing. So we're going to trace the Da Quan Shu and we'll sing. That's our sound power. So breath power is the 5th power, sound power is the 4th power, tracing is the 6th power. So we're going to sing Da Quan Shu and feel a sense of love and gratitude for our liver. Our liver performs over 500 different functions. Some people say it's over 700 different functions. The liver has so much that it is responsible for in our body that we don't even know all that it's doing. And please, I apologize. I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at the calligraphy. So don't think I'm not paying attention to you. I am, but I'm also looking at the calligraphy because it's so beautiful and filled with golden light. So just relax gently and we'll trace. You can hold your 5 fingers together like this. This also helps. The wood element is the index finger, but it will help all 5 elements in your body: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. So it'll help your liver, your heart, your spleen, your lungs, and your kidneys, and all the associated organs and tissues. Okay, let's begin with Da Quan Shu. Inhale. Da Quan Shu. Inhale. Da Quan Shu. Loving your liver. Inhale. Da Quan Shu. Go around 3 times. Da Quan Shu. Inhale, Da Quan Shu. Da Quan Shu. Use your voice. Feel the resonance in your body as you're singing this beautiful positive phrase. Da Quan Shu. Da Quan Shu. Okay, rest for a moment. Just have your eyes gently closed. One thing I just remember about the nose too is, it's important that we use our nose to inhale as much as we can, because there's an interesting, can't remember what it's called exactly. Something having to, oh, I can't remember. But anyway, when you inhale through your nose, your body creates a certain chemical that is very, very good for your blood. And it helps to keep your blood from becoming too heavy and thick in your body. So inhaling through the nose, and there are different, areas of our sinus cavity and our head, but if you can try to inhale so that you can imagine like the air flowing into your sinus cavities, and try to just imagine the air going into your brain as you're inhaling, and from your brain the like breath can go down into your body. Okay, let's trace again. We'll sing in English. Greatest forgiveness. Greatest forgiveness. Smile into your liver. Greatest forgiveness. Greatest forgiveness. Greatest forgiveness. Inhale. Greatest forgiveness. Inhale. Greatest forgiveness. Inhale. Greatest forgiveness. And again, if you're, new to this, if you're watching this as a replay or on YouTube, this book you can still, I believe, find on Amazon. It's called Tao Calligraphy Healing Field. Tao Calligraphy Healing Field. And this book has a really great, I'm just going to show you here. This has this calligraphy. This calligraphy is Shu. I don't know actually if I'm saying that correctly because there's no marks and I can't remember exactly. So I don't speak Chinese. I think, but it's Shu. I don't know the tone exactly. But you can trace this calligraphy from this book for your liver. And Yeah, I mean, it looks like a little bit, maybe challenging, but Master Shah has done something very special in this book. He made little arrows. So I don't know. Yes, basically you can see the arrows there. So you can learn from following this page how to trace this calligraphy, and it is a really amazing healing tool. There's also greatest love on the back of the back cover, and you can use this also, just like we're tracing greatest forgiveness, you can trace greatest love, and you can also use that to heal your liver. This is a really, 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 really fantastic book, and I highly recommend it. Okay, so now let's trace greatest forgiveness brings peace and joy to my heart. Okay. We're going to sing while we trace. Okay. Inhale, smiling into your liver. Greatest forgiveness brings peace and joy to my heart. Greatest forgiveness brings peace and joy to my heart. Greatest forgiveness brings peace and joy to my heart. Greatest forgiveness brings peace and joy to my heart. Two more times. Greatest forgiveness brings peace and joy to my heart. Greatest forgiveness. When you finish the tracing, remember to go all the way back up to the top. Okay, one more time. Brings peace and joy to my heart. Greatest forgiveness brings peace and joy to my heart and liver. Greatest forgiveness brings peace and joy to my heart. Wonderful. Thank you, Annette. Thank you, the Tao Calligraphy of Greatest Forgiveness. Okay, wonderful. So, oh, Joanne. Hi, Joanne. Let me see. We have Akara, Amy, Betty, Brittany, Claire, um, Helinda, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, Joanne, Twyla, and Wendy. Okay, wonderful. Thank you everyone so much for being here. Does anyone want to either unmute, or you can type it into the chat if you have something in particular that you would like to focus on? We are going to close a little bit early tonight just because I do have the workshop going on in the meeting room downstairs, so I need to get back there. So we're going to close today 15 minutes early. So if you have anything in particular that you would like, please let me know. You can unmute yourself or write it in the chat. Or does anyone have any comments or questions about the wood element or the practice? Okay, wonderful. Sorry if my computer just made a little noise there. I heard a noise. I'm sorry. Um, Okay, wonderful. So just let me know too. And if you're watching the replay, you can always contact me through my website, lifecenteredacupuncturecare.com. Actually, it's you have to email me. The email is on the website. My phone number is also on the website, or you can contact Satori Family Wellness. And we do this live every Thursday evening. If you would like to join us live, if you're watching the replay, but you want to join us live, you can join the Satori Family Wellness. Just email them and they will get you on the list. and they'll send you out in a little announcement of how to join our Thursday evening live. And one of the benefits of joining live is that we often will also include a personal um, something a little bit personal for somebody. We may not do it this evening, but often we have personal things that we can do for people who are here with us live. We call it demos, basically, because when we have the Tao Calligraphy Field, so the Satori Family Wellness and I and there are a few other people on Oahu and Maui that we have the $10 light wall also. So we can offer you um, tools that you can use for your wellness and for if you want to transform things like emotion and so forth. So, one thing that came up yesterday in our session was we were talking a bit about anger because one of the students, or one of the participants in our group that we had last night, what she has very successfully been a survivor of cancer, but she says she does still struggle a little bit with anger. And so then one of the things that Jimena said, Jimena is one of our teachers from the Master Sha Dao Academy. She's one of the lead teachers. And she said she also struggled with anger for many years. And she said she finally had a breakthrough when she had a vacation one time. She had 10 days off, and she made a commitment to herself that she was going to practice for 4 hours a day. This is something that I've also done in the past. I also have had a period where I practiced 5 hours a day because I had a lot of physical conditions when I first met Master Sha, and I wanted to really heal myself. And there is so much um, to learn from Master Sha's books. He's written over 30 books, and they're all about self-healing practices that you can use to self-heal. And also, like I said, sometimes we do the demos, and when we offer, for example, from the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field, we offer what is called a golden light ball and golden liquid spring for one area of the body, a condition, an organ, or not a space in the body, an emotion. We can also offer a golden light ball for emotional issues. So, but Jimena was saying that if you don't practice, then the light dissipates, that you still have the treasure, so you can rebuild it again. But when you first receive a treasure, you want to grow that treasure so that it becomes a significant healing tool in your warehouse that you can call on, and it will still be very powerful. So, for example, a few years ago, I actually received a purple light bulb from Master Sha for greatest light. And so I have really grown that greatest light, purple light bulb treasure, and I know that it is very active, and I use it actually every day to bless myself so that I can continue to stay well. Or if I notice, oh, I woke up with like a little bit of a sore throat, I can practice for 10 or 15 minutes in the morning with that particular treasure. And I feel the light coming up through my whole body, and I can start to feel it like in my jaw, in my teeth, in my throat, going through my head, because I've worked with it a lot, because it was very, very, every treasure is very precious and very significant. So she said to herself that she was going to work for 4 hours a day on healing her anger, and she just focused primarily on her liver. And it's so funny because I didn't know that I was going to talk about the liver today. I sat in front of the computer. I said, "Dear Divine, dear Source, please show me what you want me to talk about today." And I opened to this page. So I said, "Oh, shoe. Okay, shoe. That's the wood element. That's the liver. Yesterday we were talking about anger, so it's no coincidence." So if anyone here in person or in the future, if you have any anger issues, please do this practice and send love to your liver as much as you possibly can. If you have any issues with your eyes, which obviously I do, continue to bless yourself. And by bless yourself, I mean just do the practice. She said that in the first few days, she didn't really notice that much, that it wasn't really relieving her tendency to just, um, I can't remember what it is like. Oh yeah, because if whatever, just walking around the city, cars and everything. So, but she said that suddenly, like, as she got closer to the end, she realized that it was gone. And she said she had been struggling with anger like for years and years, like decades. So Dr. Master Shah's practices are definitely very powerful. So let's do last couple minutes of blessing for our liver. And so what I'd like to do is just to offer everyone in person and watching in the future a one-time blessing using my Tao hands. So just have your one hand gently over your liver, one hand over your lower abdomen. And so you can experience the Tao hands blessing. And just again, just feel a sense of love and appreciation for your liver, and ask your liver, for me, for example, I'm going to ask my liver to shine light up into my eyes so that I can, I just have little readers, but I don't want it to get any worse. I've actually had the same prescription for about 10 years. So it's, not doing too bad. That would be great if it got even better. So if you have any tendon issues, just imagine the light shining into your liver and then from your liver out to your tendons. Or if you have any anger, just imagine it dissipating, and just make a request for whatever it is that you need at this moment. This is a one-time Tao Hands blessing, but again, you can watch it again. And you might, it's good just to go back into this state, remember receiving the blessing. It will still help elevate that blessing. So, Tao Hands blessing for the wood element for those watching in person and in the future. One time blessing. Start. Tao Hands. Tao light, Tao love. Bless the wood elements. Enlighten our liver. Enlighten our gallbladder. Bring light to our tendons and nails, and to the emotional body of the wood elements. Tao hands, Tao light, Tao love. Soothe wood element. Smooth our emotions. Smooth the liver. Smooth the gallbladder, tendons and nails. Smooth the eyes. Tao hands. Tao light. Tao love. Wonderful. Perfect. Thank you. And if you don't know what the word Tao means, it means source. Basically, it is an I want to say ancient. It's about 2,500-year-old word that was coined by the philosopher Lao Tzu, who is the author of the book The Tao Te Ching. The Tao Te Ching is the book that has sold second to the Bible throughout history because it contains the philosophy of the Tao. So it's just a name for the source. Wonderful. So Annette says, thank you, Dr. Gina, for this powerful Tao Hands blessing. I'm grateful because I've been working on my liver. Oh, wonderful. Feeling so grateful. Thank you, Master Shah, for these Tao calligraphies. Wonderful. Thank you. Okay. And Annette, do you have anything that you want to do to close, or do you want me to close?
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Gina. We're
Thank
so grateful.
you.
I know you need to go down to your event at this time. And, you know, I was so grateful when you said you're going to be working on the wood element, because I've been working on my liver because my doctor has said, oh, I need to, you know, all these years was fatty liver, and then now it's a little bit more intense. So with the blessing, I'm feeling very grateful, and I continue to do practices. So I'm very lucky that we can go into the field, right? So thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're going to be having a very special event this Saturday. So I thought maybe Brittany saw my message, but I guess she's busy. But on Saturday, we have our celebration for our grand reopening of the Satori Family Wellness Center. So it's going to be a very special event where we're going to give special blessings, and, you know, so please join us. And if you cannot come live, we will record it. So, you know, it's fine. So please
Wonderful.
be with us.
Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us. And we will say good night. Have a beautiful day or evening, wherever you are. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love you. Love you. Love you.
Love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gina.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.